lunchtime Monday. We're here to try again at the Great Australian Bakery and see if they have proper pies. I'm quite surprised. I was expecting the trip into Scottsdale and back for lunch would take more than an hour, but in fact, getting there back eating took quite a bit less. So they had a slightly different selection. They had mince, and they had mince and cheese. They didn't have any steak, which is what I wanted, the chunky. But had the mince and cheese. That was pretty good. Again, quite similar to the gravy that I make for mine, but not as strong. I like mine better, but theirs are a lot easier to get. They had a bacon cheese sausage roll. Apparently emphasis on the word roll, I don't know. And I got that to eat a little later this afternoon. They also do sell frozen ones, and I had them checked, but they did not have any steak or steak and cheese in the frozen section either, because they're having some trouble with a distributor. Again, though, I worry about their viability. Yeah, it was a little early for lunch, but the only thing they had so far was one person came in and bought a bottle of water, and there were two people in there having a cup of coffee, and then somebody came in and had some sort of a croissant. The problem here is that in the United States, bakery only makes sweet, shitty crap. So, if you see a place that has bakery in the name, you think cakes, maybe pies, brownies, cookies, things like that. Croissants, maybe. Limited selection of breads. You would never think of anything savory. And so people walking by with the name Great Australian Bakery are not going to be thinking meal. They're going to be thinking dessert or something to take home. So that's not promising. I hope they can, maybe an hour from now they'll be like packed, but it was pretty light picking. Last day of school for the kids, so we've come to the mall, having some food, and then we're going to the arcade. Chu-Wan, of course, has to continue to work, even though the kids are all gone. That's why students have more fun than teachers. Yesterday, yes, it's early. Yesterday was the last day of school for everyone. Michelle and James had half days. Chu-Wan had a bit longer. And then that's it. They're out for summer. So today, and you can barely call it today at this time, Chu-Wan is being picked up for a flight to Taiwan, which should be for the next 2 weeks. I don't think she knows how much this house requires her to function normally. I really don't think she does. So, good thing I don't have to drive her in, because I would never have made it. But we're just waiting now for the shuttle to arrive in a few minutes, and then say farewell, or 再见 in Mandarin.
See you later.
Love you.
Love you.
Between Chu-Wan staying up late and getting ready to go, which, kept activity going on in the house until quite late, and then her very early departure, and the fact that I had a regrettable choice of dinner last night, which did not help me get back to sleep. After she left, I am running on I don't know, 3 hours sleep last night total, 4 at the absolute limit, and it's beginning to have its toll on me. I have to get home, get some food, and go to sleep. It seems like the right course of action. Chu-Wan is in the air. I think her flight will land just about midnight Phoenix time. I plan to be asleep by then. Long asleep. Well, the kids have only been at home one day on their own and realized there's no food in the house. So they've made up their own grocery list, and now we're doing their shopping. Oh, it's moving.
Oh no! If it gets on the ceiling.
Here, work the camera. Work the camera.
Don't cover the camera with your
Finger.
yeah.
It's
The
moving.
important part is we don't want to miss it.
Ew,
Oh, he's still alive. That's alright. He's hiding with your little doggy. And his
Thanks.
guts are out.
You hit the doggy! Is it dead?
left. It was.
No, it's right there.
Oh, it is. Okay. I'm just gonna add a plastic bag.
Hold on. I wouldn't. No, he's still. He might need a couple more.
Or you could dump.
Well, there's one thing that Costco is really good at, and that's having what we consider to be Costco size packets of food and other items at incredibly low prices. It's why everyone loves Costco. Also because they pay their workers a fair wage and do all sorts of stuff like that that just is not typically standard business practice in the U.S. But today we're going to be taking a look at my latest Costco purchase, which was, yes, a Costco-sized tub of Maltesers. And I'll tell you, that's a good-sized tub. And it is absolutely filled to the buckety brim with Maltesers. Now, Maltesers is a British thing. And, hands out of there, boy. It's a British thing. And we have something here called malted milk balls. It's a crunchy, malty thing inside and then covered in chocolate. And these are the British equivalent. There's just one problem. They're made with British chocolate, which it's got that funny Cadbury flavor that kind of oily, like you can't get it off your tongue. Try though you want, but it hangs around. But with milk I should be able to over. We also get the dogs a new dog toy. You can see they're having fun with that. Anyway, you can try one now, James. Go on. I don't think it's got any peanut in it. It shouldn't. No peanut. Okay, so that's it for us. We've got a jug here to eat for dinner. So Chu-Wan is in Taiwan. She's arrived successfully. She's kind of getting adjusted to the time zone. All day. That's what they do. All day.
There we go.
It's Sunday night. I was just editing together. Tomorrow's a holiday, so this is not the end of my weekend. But I was editing together Tedium Unlimited for the time passed. Can't really call it a week anymore. It's just kind of whatever it happens to fall under when I get around to editing it. I've noticed in the last two Tedium Unlimited, I've like constantly touching my nose, and I apologize for that, but the fact is that my nose is driving me crazy. It's finally getting better, but it's still, it tickles when I talk. It's the best I can describe it. It's like the more I talk, the more it tickles, and the more it tickles, the more I have to get on the nose. And anyway, I'm not getting my finger dirty. I mean, you know, and I can just wipe it off on my pants if I am. I realized it was something that I completely failed to mention during the course of the episode. Towards the beginning of the week, I had gone to the Great Australian Bakery, and I'd had their mince and cheese pie, which I was able to tell you about. And then later that day, I ate a reheated bacon cheese sausage roll. This so unnatural. That's so unnatural. I did actually, listen to it online and had a computer tell me how the British mispronounce it versus how the Americans pronounce it, and I mean, I can hear the difference. I don't understand it. I mean, conceptually, it doesn't make any sense. So, as it was described to me, the difference between a sausage roll and a sausage roll is, I don't know. Why would you emphasize roll? Is it? I don't get that. Anyway, the practical upstart is that I had a sausage roll because it's not an American thing. So why should I assume that you emphasize the adjective part of it, which is the sausage bit? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. We're just getting hung up on trivialities here. It was really good. It was really, really good. Now, the one I had the other day, the first one I had, which was just a sausage roll, was okay. But like I said, it just wasn't what I think of when I think of sausage as the interior. The spicing wasn't the same, but with the bacon and cheese added into it, it was awesome. I mean, it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it, and I would definitely almost make that my first food of choice at that place, except that I still want to try the chunky steak ones. So, but if they have those frozen that you can bring home and bake, I'm definitely going to get some of them because they were really good. It was particularly the influx of the cheese. The bacon gave the meat a little more flavor. It was, I think, ground up into the sausage. But the cheese was what really gave it the extra kick that it needed to make you go, that is really, really good. So, that's basically it. Chu-Wan is still in Taiwan. The kids are still off from school. Like I say, I'm on a 3-day weekend. It's really just a question of, us waiting out her trip to Taiwan. So, remember, because we're done here, to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.